Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. Yeah, right. Hey, look, let me tell you, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I just scribbled it out, and I'll get to some better versions of it, but this is what's going to happen. And everybody needs to know this in the whole wide world. I've done research for 10 years. I'm 50 years old, from California, and this is what the information that I've gathered from everyone, and I'll name it later, but this is what this is how it's going to happen with the whole vaccine thing. How do you explain all that? Depopulation starts with Georgia Guidestones. That's one way to do it. But the way they're going to depopulate is the vaccination. And also, if you take the vaccination with nanotechnology in it, it will track you by satellite. See, look, these are represent 5G towers, which you're in your houses and they're putting all the towers up, lots of them. But remember when Trump said the storm's coming, or the calm before the storm? That stands for satellite targeted organized respiratory malfunction. Now, NASA released all these new satellites that can monitor and track asthma. Now, see, if you take the shot, it's got the nanotechnology in it, and they'll track you. You'll be connected to the World Wide Web. You'll be connected to the grid. You'll be connected to Skynet, whatever you want to call it. Satellites to monitor asthma, right? They can remove oxygen from your lungs at that point. Just so you know. And then they also got deep underground military bases all connected to Walmarts and FEMA. Walmart is martial law backwards. Martial law, wall, law, They've been planning this shit for years. Total control. Let's get to Lord Rothschild real quick, who prints the money for the Federal Reserve. Lord Rothschild. In London, a 1 mile city strip called the City. They print the money to control, and the IMF, they control all the people through the money. You know that. They print the money, give it to all their friends, and then our governments pay the interest through taxes that we work. It comes out of our labor. So we supply the banks all around the world from our labor, and they just print it. Do you get that? You know what I'm saying. Everybody knows now. Federal Reserve does it. Yeah, he owns that. Pretty much his family. $500 trillion. One family. Rothschild. CFR, Rockefeller. Rockefeller's a part of this too. Gates, Rockefeller, Gavin, depopulation, total control, big needle in the whole earth for 7 billion people. It's coming. If you don't take the shot, they're going to send you to the FEMA camps, Walmarts. They're going to shut the power off. Rockefeller owns PG&E and all kinds of They're going to shut the power off, cut off the food source. Where are you going to go? Walmart or someplace like that. They have it set up for that. But you'll have to take the shot. You have to get tested. All that stuff. How Jewish rich people affect our world. These are all Jews. Gates a Jew. Rockefeller's a Jew. Rothschilds are Jews. They tried to warn us. JFK tried to warn us. JFK said these words. Our government has a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child, and before I leave this great presidency, I intend to expose that plot. Blam! He was going to end the Federal Reserve and the CIA. How Lucifer affects our once beautiful world. See, they all worship Lucifer, the light bearer they call him. The Freemasons, the Illuminatis, all these at the top, the 0.1%, whatever you want to call it. Rothschild, in his house, has a chair at his dining table, huge dining table, has one chair. Nobody sits there, but they think that Lucifer, in case he shows up, he got a place for Lucifer to show up. But they all honor him. They all honor Lucifer at his house. Lord, a lot of it, eyes wide shut kind of shit. Georgia Guidestones, you know about that. Depopulation for the elites. Antarctica, aliens, Anunnaki, and Nephilim. They give up all kinds of people. That's why national parks don't track missing persons. FBI doesn't track missing persons. How satellites affect our once beautiful world. NASA just released all these new asthma monitor satellites. You take the shot through the 5G, they track you, and they can remove oxygen out of your blood. This is all true. Now, the Vatican, Luciferians for sure. They worship Lucifer. They have a painting of Lucifer. They have the biggest telescope on Earth, called Lucifer. Vatican. They have hung upside down, St. Peter, under the Vatican. I'm telling you. And they have the pine cone there for the pineal gland, a huge pine cone, because the pineal gland looks like two little pine cones. They don't want you to know about pineal gland. Pineal gland, they put the fluoride in the water to close the pineal gland. And all kinds of crap to close your pineal gland. Your third eye. Actually, it's your first eye. It's your contact to God. Hitler knew about that. Hitler knew about the third eye. He pumped fluoride into all the concentration camps, man. How Napoleon and Hitler was an antichrist. See Nostradamus. He predicted Napoleon and Hitler, and the next one was Mabus. I don't know what that stands for, but Napoleon Bonaparte. See, that's where it all started, with the Rothschilds printing money. When Napoleon had lost the war, the Rothschild brothers, the 10 Rothschild brothers, had the fastest horse. They sent it to the London Stock Exchange and said he had won the war, and all this frantic buying and selling went on. And the Lord Rothschild and all the brothers, they sucked up all of them for pennies on the dollar, all the stocks, and they basically controlled Europe, created the IMF. Well, they are they're in cahoots with the Vatican. The Vatican trained Muhammad, the rapist. Okay, pedophiles. They're all about pedophiles. All these motherfuckers are pedophiles. Pedophiles. Bill Gates, pedophile. Rockefellers. Bill Gates is a pedophile. He was at Jeffrey Epstein's island all the time. That's why they want you to wear the mask so you don't talk about what I'm talking about. They don't want you to talk about JFK tried to warn us years ago, man. He was going to end the Federal Reserve and the printing money scheme and the secret societies. He was going to end the CIA, which causes all the wars. See, the banks fund both sides of every war since Napoleon. Since Napoleon. That's what I'm trying to get to. Everything is a rich man's trick. Watch the movie. Everything's a rich man's trick. Movie. Everything's a rich man's trick. Watch it. Gone over most of it. How Jewish rich people affect our world. Larry Silverstein. Larry Silverstein made $5.6 billion on the 3 towers that fell on 9/11. Building 7. Rockefeller Plaza. Hello. Do you get this? Do you understand that 9/11 was perpetrated by our own government to remove our rights? That's all they want to do is more for them, less for us. Now you have to look up Noahide laws. Noahide laws. Trump, his real name is Drump, D-R-U-M-P. Drump is a Jew. He's not all bad, but he's the Pied Piper leading us into the vaccination, dude. I mean, there's a part of him that is trying to tell us in his own way, there's other ways besides this, but you know what they said. There's no way to go back to normal without it. I'm telling you right now, you guys, do your research on who Bill Gates really is. His father worked with Margaret Sanger, a Jew that started Planned Parenthood, whose goal was to kill black children in her own words, and Now it's all minorities, basically. All poor people's kids, basically. I'm telling you, Planned Parenthood is evil. They sell fetus parts. In this vaccine, there's not only nanotechnology, there's sterilization. They want to sterilize people. Sterilize. You want to get sterilized? I don't think so. Nanotechnology, sterilization of fetus parts, because it's going to restructure your RNA. I'm telling you, man, I've done my research. And the Mayans were not wrong. We just go by the Gregorian calendar instead of the Ethiopian calendar, which is off about 8 years, which is 2020. That's why he said it's going to be a dark winter when the power goes out. Oh, lying, hiding Biden. I'm telling you, Creepy Joe, he's a pedophile, big time. Big time. They're all pedophiles, man. Tom Hanks is a pedophile. Tom Hanks moved to Greece because in Greece they consider pedophilia a mental disorder, not a crime. Yeah, Tom Hanks, big pedophile. Steven Spielberg, big pedophile. Had sex with the girl on Poltergeist and she died from it. I'm telling you, on stage, people watched it. It's just crazy shit. But this is what happens in our world, our once beautiful world. Jewish people, they don't believe it. They killed Jesus. They don't believe in Jesus. That's the whole problem. It's all about Yeshua. Our government, everyone knows deep down that Yeshua's coming back. And if they don't, they're fooling themselves. Yeshua's coming back and Lucifer's coming back at Armageddon. Okay? They are from up high in another dimension for all we know, and they're going to come into our dimension. Let's not even get into CERN, Switzerland. But that's true. They're bringing in dark entities through CERN to fight the battle that's coming. Lucifer. They're trying to kill all the Christians on earth. Don't you get it? They're trying to kill Christians through the Noahide laws. Our government bought 30,000 guillotines for a reason, man. Okay? Don't forget, America is the last stand. America is, if you take America out, if you take America's gun owners out, if you take them out, they own the earth. Do you get that? America is the last stand. Trump is the last man to stand for the people. I will say that. He has a soul too, and I think he wants to go to heaven. When the body dies and the heart stops, you lose 28 grams on average. Everybody. Doesn't matter if you're fat, young, old, whatever it is. That's the soul leaving the body, man. It's all about the soul. They want to kill Christians before they're saved and non-Jews. This is all Noahide laws. This is all true. They've always wanted to kill Christians, man. You know that. Come on, man. Lucifer against Jesus. Who do you serve? Who do you want to serve? Love or money? Love or money? How does love affect our world? I'd rather see that one. Unite. They kill all the uniters. Bob Marley said, unite in front of 100,000 people with love in their hearts, and lightning struck in the background. Bob Marley was powerful. Jesus is powerful. Gandhi was powerful. Even Malcolm X was powerful. Martin Luther King was powerful. And you know he was a Republican, by the way. Martin Luther King was a Republican. Just saying. You need to do your research.